A very good day to everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is our unit 12, happy to help, and this is our last skill for this unit, which is your writing skill. As usual, I would love to share with you our learning objective for today's lesson. Alright, by the end of the lesson, you will be able to express and respond to real or imagined opinions and feelings. And also, you will be able to use formal and informal registers appropriate to the target audience in most familiar and some unfamiliar situations. You can refer to your textbook, page 156. Before we go further, these are the questions that I would love you to recall. What are the features of formal letters? Features mean what must you include when you want to write a formal letter. Can you recall what are those formats? Alright, previously or maybe when you learn in Bahasa Melayu, the things that you have to include in your formal letter is definitely your address, the sender's address, and also the recipient address. And maybe some of you will say that you need to include the date as well, and the salutation, and as we go on, you can see there are a few paragraphs when you want to write your formal letters. But in CEFR, we are told to write a very straightforward letters. So we will see what is the format that you have to familiar with. Second question. What makes communication in letters effective? This is what we are going to learn. Ways to make your letter look effective. You can see the notes also in your textbook. Letter communicating effectively. When you write to someone in authority about a problem, you are hoping that they will take action on suggestions you make in your letter. If you want the reader to react positively, you should write in a personal and polite way, saying how you feel about the problem, suggesting measures that should be taken, and showing how they would help. So the key words from these statements are, when you want to write to someone in authority about a problem. Apabila awak nak tulis surat pada seseorang yang ada kuasa terhadap sesuatu masalah, awak mengharapkan segala tindakan akan diambil melalui cadangan-cadangan yang awak nyatakan dalam surat. And if you want the reader to react positively, so now how to make that someone in authority to react positively? What you have to do is you have to write in a personal and of course in a polite way. And also you have to state how you feel about the problem and give some suggestions that should be taken and showing how you can help them to solve the problems. Okay, so first you have to write in personal and polite way, and you have to state how do you feel towards the problems and give some suggestions how or what should they do to solve the problems. Okay, so the first exercise from the books asks you, alright, so now look at the exercise. Read the instruction. The instruction is read these extracts from letters to town's chief of police. Which one is written in the right tone and is most likely to get a good reaction? So you have to decide which of the two extracts is written in the right tone and is most likely to get the desired reaction. So the keywords from the question is they're asking you which one is written in the correct tone and which one will get a good reaction from this person, town chief of police. Okay, now okay, so what are those two extracts? We will see now. Where are those two? Okay, there are two extracts there. Okay, A, last week's street demonstration were policed really badly. Why didn't you have enough policemen to control what was happening? People were terrified. Make sure there are more of them there next time. Make it easy for your audience to understand and respond. Okay, that is the first one. B, last week's street demonstration made life in the town center very frightening for many of us. I think that we should have more of your officers on duty next time, if possible, in order to make life safer for ordinary citizens. So which one of these two is written in the right tone? Is it A or B? Can you guess the answer? Yes. Well, the correct answer is actually B. Because why? If you read carefully the tone of the letter, it is in a correct or in a polite way. Okay, compared to A, alright, A sounds rude. Okay, so B is more polite. Right, I think that we should have more of your officers on duty next time. Okay, this is the correct way to give suggestion. Okay, unlike the first one, they ask you in a rude way, why didn't you have enough policemen to control what was happening? So it sounds really bad. So the correct answer is B. Okay, now next one. Okay, read this extract from a letter to the local mayor. What solution could you suggest? How would it help? Alright, local mayor we can say as a Datuk Bandar or the person in charge in that certain town. So what are those questions or what are those extracts? The extract is, okay, it is dangerous outside the school at home time. Children run across the street, cars drive past too fast, and no one is in charge of what is happening. So you have to come up with solution or give suggestion on how you are going to solve this problem, which is from the extract, we know that children run across the street and the cars drive past too fast, and no one is in charge of what is happening. So how you are going to solve that kind of problem? So make a list, what are those solutions, and you can share with your teachers later. Okay. Alright, next part is, okay, read this writing task and discuss in class what could be done and why it would help. The City Times. The City Council recently published a report which reveals that many elderly people in the local nursing home are suffering from depression caused by boredom and loneliness. The council says it would welcome ideas on what could be done by council officials and local people to help the situation. So the problem now is, alright, many elderly people suffering from depression because they are bored and lonely when they are staying at the local nursing home. So the council asking for public's opinions or ideas what could be done by them and local people to help the situation. So they ask the ideas from the public, okay, how to help these elderly people from suffering depression. So we will see how they write the letter to the mayor, because the question already written down. Write a letter to the mayor explaining what could be done to help the elderly in the nursing home. Begin your letter, dear mayor. Okay, this is the model answer for the previous question. Okay, dear mayor, I have just read in the local newspaper that many of our vulnerable elderly citizens in the city's nursing home are depressed. I think this is a very sad situation, and I am writing to ask that you urgently consider taking the following measures. First of all, the City Council should employ an entertainment organizer at home. Small music concerts, book readings, and other events could be organized in order to stimulate the old people and hopefully make them smile. I am sure you agree that laughter is often the best therapy. Furthermore, the council could organize outings. If coach excursions to famous landmarks or trips to the countryside were arranged, it would enable the elderly to experience the outside world again instead of sitting inside all day. Finally, with your agreement, my friends and I intend to arrange for volunteers to visit the home perhaps once a week so that the elderly have regular contact with other people. So I look forward to seeing you put some ideas into action soon. Yours faithfully, Mary Clark. So when you read the question, okay, you have to identify the question, or you have to analyze the question in depth and try to find answers from the sample given. So we will do it together one by one. Okay, the first one. Is the writer's tone of voice polite? Adakah tone yang digunakan sangat sopan or tidak kasar? Of course, the answer is yes. Okay, what words does the writer use to sum up her opinion of the situation? So what are the words that the writer used? So in this letter, the writer used the word, "This is a very sad situation." Okay, that is the writer's feelings toward the situation. Okay, number 3, the writer talks directly to the mayor in the letter. Underline 4 examples of this. Okay, they ask you to find out how does the writer talks directly to the mayor. Okay, which phrases or which sentences indicate that part? So the answer is, okay, the first one. Alright, this is the first one. I am writing to ask that you. When they use the pronoun you, it is directly mean to the mayor. I am writing to ask that you. Okay, other than that is I am sure you agree. Okay, again, they use the word you there. Alright. Apart from that is finally with your agreement. Okay, again, your agreement. And okay, this is the last part. I look forward to seeing you again. So it what we meant by write in a personal way. Okay, it means that you have to write in a personal by using the sentence. The sentence you have to use perkataan you. So it shows that you are writing to that person only. Okay, alright, next one. The writer suggests 3 solutions to the problem. Suggest 3 solutions to the problem. Circle the results of this solution. So we find first what are the 3 solutions. Okay, the solutions, the first one is this one. This one, cadangan pertama yang diutarakan. This is, we just put the first solution. The second solution is this one. This is solution number 2. Solution number 3 is this one. Okay, so those are the 3 solutions. So now, what are the results of the solution? Apa kesan sekiranya tindakan tersebut diambil? Okay, alright. The first solution, the result will be to stimulate the old people and hopefully make them smile. Number 2, enable the elderly to experience the outside world again instead of sitting inside all day. And number 3, so that the elderly have regular contact with other people. Okay, that is what we meant by the result. Dalam surat tu, what you have to do, awak kena bagi cadangan and give example, and of course what the impact, what is the impact toward the solution that you shared with the people that you write to. Okay, kena ada kesan. Jangan tulis cadangan semata-mata tanpa memberi sebarang what we call that contoh and kesan. So when you look at the first solution, the first suggestion, okay, this is the first one is the suggestion, then they provide example, and next is the result, kesan. Okay, so the keywords there, you have to suggest, give suggestion, followed by example, and the consequences, the result, the impact toward your suggestion. So you have to write clearly in your letter. So by write, when you see this example, okay, the format of writing formal letter. First one, the salutation. It depends on the question, kepada siapa dalam soalan itu harus ditujukan. So this is the first introduction part, which is the first paragraph. Okay, paragraph 2, 3 and 4 is the 3 suggestion. And this one is the closing part. And alright, here come is your signature. So you have to write down the word, the phrase, yours faithfully, and straight away write down your name. Okay, so we have done with this. Let's move on. Alright, practice number 5. When you write, try to use a broad range of vocabulary. Match these words to their meaning and use them to complete the text below. So they introduce you 5 words, so you have to find the meanings and match them later. And after you find the meanings and you check with your teachers and the meanings are all correct, then you have to do next activity, which is to complete the task with the words that. So those words are incident, vulnerable, prevent, deter, and inadequate. So you can use online dictionary to find the meaning and match those words to their meanings and complete the text given there. And please refer to your teacher for the correct answers. Okay, so here we go. The writing tips for letter, how to communicate effectively. Think about your reader's reaction when you write your letter. You want them to agree with your ideas, so talk to them directly and be polite. Showing the results of your suggestion will help convince them that you are right. When you learn new words, practice using them in your writing. So it is clearly stated that talk to them directly and be polite. Okay, showing the result of your suggestion akan membantu awak convince, okay, them that you are right. And last but not least, when you learn new words, try to practice using them in your writing. So just now we have 5 new words. Try to include all the words in your letter. Here are our language bank for this question. Okay, I have given you the words with the meaning as well, so that you can easily use it. We have serious incident, shocking, frightening, dangerous, inadequate, unprotected, vulnerable, protect, deter, prevent, organize or arrange, authorize, enable, supply and install. And the solutions: urgent, suitable or adequate, if possible. I am sure you agree that, take measures or action, put ideas into action. And the questions is, read this writing task and use the plan and the language bank to help you write your letter. Try to use some of the words you practice in 5. So when you have finished your letter, check your work carefully. Okay, fear on the streets. A woman was slightly injured last night when a thief knocked her down and stole her purse as she walked home. Bystanders said they would not be able to recognize the mugger again because the street was very dark. Many citizens have previously complained that there are not enough late night buses operating in the city. So it is clearly stated the problem is the street was very dark, and also there are not enough late night buses operating in the city. Okay, bystanders here means that orang-orang yang lalu lalang kat situ, yang ada dekat tempat kejadian, and maybe they are talking to their friends and suddenly the incident happened in front of them. So that what we call with bystanders. So masalah dia sekarang, jalan tu gelap, sangat gelap, dan ramai orang telah komplain yang kemudahan awam, bas awam, okay, kurang mencukupi pada waktu malam. So what you have to do is write a letter to the mayor explaining what could be done to make the city safer at night for pedestrians. So this is the letter, dear to this person. What could be done to make the city safer at night for pedestrian? Pedestrian means pejalan kaki. So you have to start your letter. You have to begin your letter with dear mayor. So now this is the plan. Paragraph 1. Say you have read about the mugging. Okay, mugging is what you call that? Peragut. Give your opinion. Case ragut. Give your opinion and say why you are writing. Paragraph 2, 3 and 4 is referring to your suggestion. Suggestion plus example plus the impact, the what you call that just now, it mentioned kesan kepada setiap cadangan sekiranya cadangan tersebut diambil tindakan. Okay, so make suggestions to help solve the problem using example if appropriate and showing what the results would be. Result menunjuk kepada consequences of the suggestion. And paragraph 5, show you expect the reader to take action. Okay, awak kena jelaskan dekat surat tu perenggan terakhir yang awak mengharapkan mayor tu, Datuk Bandar tu mengambil tindakan segera. So you have to write in 200 to 250 words because it is part 3, okay, in your paper 2. Okay, try to practice writing as much as you can, and please share your letter with your English teachers. Okay, and I think that's it. That's the end of our last skill for Unit 12 for our final unit in download textbook. So from now on, I will focus more on teknik menjawab for your SPM paper. Alright? Okay, till then, stay safe and have a nice day. Thank you.